Sorry, I was just... Okay, I'm here. Sorry.
You weren't here for the first 30 seconds.
I was physically here.
Your eyes were doing the thing.
What thing?
The thing where you're looking at something that isn't in the room?
I was thinking.
About what?
Okay, so, you know how sometimes your brain just picks something? Like just selects a random thing and decides that thing is now the thing and everything else has to wait?
What did your brain select?
Something I said at a thing, like 4 days ago. A thing I said at a thing, and I'm not even sure why I said it, and I don't know if it landed weird, but something in my brain has decided that it landed weird, and now I need to run the whole interaction approximately 900 more times.
How many times have you run it already?
Ballpark? 40. Maybe 50.
And what have you learned from the 40 to 50 replays?
Nothing. Nothing new. The same information, the same uncertainty, the same inconclusive outcome. Every time.
And yet,
the 51st is loading up right now, and I cannot stop it.
okay, can I tell you what's actually happening?
Please, medically, what is wrong with me?
Nothing is wrong with you. That's the first thing.
Something feels wrong.
Something feels uncomfortable. That's different. Here's the thing. What you're describing, the loop, the replay, the inability to stop it even knowing it's not helping, that's not a personality flaw. It's a habit.
Overthinking is a habit.
Neurologically, yes. Your brain learned to do this. It ran the pattern enough times that it became automatic. Like any other habit, it fires whether you consciously want it to or not.
But I didn't teach my brain to do this. I didn't sit down one day and go, okay, brain, from now on, we're going to replay awkward moments indefinitely.
You didn't do it consciously, but your brain did it for a reason that made sense at the time.
What reason?
Protection. The brain's job, its oldest, deepest job, is to keep you safe. And one of the ways it does that is by anticipating threats, running scenarios, preparing for bad outcomes so you're not caught off guard.
So the replay function is trying to help me.
It's trying to protect you from being embarrassed or caught off guard or rejected or hurt. It replays the scene looking for clues. Did I make a mistake? Is there a threat? Do I need to do something?
That's almost sweet, in a completely unhinged way.
It's a feature running in the wrong context. It was useful in environments where threats were real and immediate. It's less useful for figuring out if your joke landed at a dinner party.
My brain is running predator detection software on a dinner party anecdote?
Every time.
I am being protected from a social awkwardness that may not have even happened?
Exhaustively protected.
Okay, but here's the thing that really gets me. I know it's not helping. Like, consciously, I'm aware that running the replay again isn't going to give me new information. The information is the same. The outcome is unknowable. And yet
the loop runs.
Why does knowing it's pointless not stop it?
Because the knowledge is in a different part of your brain than the habit.
Say that again?
The logical, rational, this isn't helping part of your brain knows it's pointless. But habits don't live there. They live in deeper, older structures. And those structures don't respond to logical argument.
So I can't think my way out of overthinking.
That's almost exactly right. And here's where it gets interesting. Attempting to think your way out of overthinking actually makes it worse. Because what does overthinking about overthinking look like?
More overthinking.
You've now added a second loop on top of the first. Why am I doing this? What does this mean about me? Why can't I stop? What's wrong with me for not stopping?
I have done that. I have definitely done that.
Most overthinkers have. It's the meta spiral. The spiral about the spiral.
A spiralception.
Sure.
And thinking about the spiralception creates a third spiral.
Theoretically, yes.
I am currently at minimum spiral depth 3, and I haven't even had my second coffee.
Can we map what the brain actually does? Like specifically at 2 a.m.? Because I think that's a special category.
The 2 a.m. brain is a different creature entirely.
Walk me through a typical one.
Okay, so I'm in bed. I'm tired. The conditions for sleep are met. And then, and I don't know where it starts, something surfaces. Could be nothing. Could be a random memory, a thing I need to do, a what if about something that hasn't happened.
The opening thought.
The opening thought. And usually by itself it's fine, like a weird little cloud. But then my brain goes, oh, interesting, let me examine that. And it pulls on one thread, and the thread is connected to another thread, and suddenly I'm not thinking about the original thing at all. I'm thinking about a hypothetical disaster scenario related to the original thing, 6 layers removed.
And how long does this take?
4 seconds. It takes 4 seconds to go from, I should respond to that email, to, what if I lose my job and can't make rent and have to move, and what does that mean for the next 5 years?
4 seconds.
The brain is fast when it's catastrophizing. It is extremely efficient at getting from zero to disaster.
That's also the habit. It's a practiced route. The brain has taken that particular highway so many times, it can do it without thinking.
Without thinking about overthinking.
Without conscious engagement, yeah. The car just knows the way.
My brain is a self-driving car going to the worst possible destination on autopilot.
And the more often it takes that route, the more worn in the path becomes.
So the more I spiral, the easier it is to spiral next time.
The habit deepens.
Great. My catastrophizing habit is getting stronger with use. That's fitness, Iron. That's neural fitness for disaster thinking.
You've built impressive catastrophizing muscles.
Thank you. I've been working on them since childhood.
Here's something from neuroscience that I think reframes this whole thing. There's research from Brown University, a psychiatrist named Judd Brewer, who spent 20 years studying exactly this. And his conclusion is that anxiety and overthinking run on the exact same brain mechanism as every other habit: reward-based learning.
Reward-based? What's the reward for spiraling?
Relief, or the promise of relief. The brain runs the loop because somewhere early on, running the loop felt like doing something, like taking action, which reduced the feeling of helplessness by a small amount.
So the spiral felt productive.
It felt productive. It felt like problem solving, even when no problem got solved.
The feeling of thinking hard about a problem is similar enough to actually solving it that the brain accepts it as a reward.
And then comes back for more.
That is the most sophisticated form of self-deception I have ever heard.
Your brain is very smart. Unfortunately, it is smart in this specific direction.
I'm being outwitted by my own neurons.
Everybody is. That's the thing. This isn't something that happens to anxious or broken people. This is how human brains work. The clinical populations just have a higher volume or intensity of the pattern.
So the average person is doing a lower resolution version of what I just described.
Every night. Before bed, mostly.
Somehow that makes me feel better and worse simultaneously.
Both, yeah.
Okay, the question everyone is asking at home, the question I am asking right now, what do you actually do about it? And I want a real answer, not try mindfulness. I've tried mindfulness. I sat there being mindful, and my brain just mindfully spiraled.
Mindfully catastrophizing.
Very present moment disaster planning.
Okay, real answer. The research says, and this is from the same guy, the most effective thing is not suppression, not trying to stop the thought.
Because trying to stop a thought
makes you think about it more.
Don't think about a white bear.
Now that's all you can think about, right? Suppression backfires every time.
So what's left?
Curiosity, which I know sounds like a therapy word, but hear it out.
I'm hearing.
Instead of fighting the spiral or trying to logic your way out of it, you get curious about what it feels like. Not the content of the thought, the physical sensation of the anxiety in your body. Where is it? What does it actually feel like? Is it tight, hot, moving?
That sounds like a trick to distract yourself.
It's a way of shifting from inside the thought to observing the thought, which changes the relationship with it. Instead of being hijacked by it, you're watching it happen, from slightly outside.
And that helps?
The study from Brewer's lab showed a 67% reduction in anxiety symptoms using this approach, versus 14% for standard care.
67%.
By getting curious about the sensation instead of fighting the content.
That's wild. That's a massive difference.
The brain responds to curiosity differently than it responds to resistance. Resistance is still engagement. Curiosity is a new gear entirely.
You can't be afraid and curious at the same time.
Not really. They use different parts of the system.
So the move is to get interested in your own spiral instead of terrified of it.
Approach instead of avoid.
That sounds exactly backwards from everything my instincts say.
Most things that actually work do.
Can I ask you something personal?
Depends on the something.
Your brain, does it do this? Because you always seem so calm, like you're the person on the outside of my thought bubbles looking in. Does yours run loops? Iron.
Yes.
What's yours about?
Mine is less about social moments, more about outcomes. Like, did I say the right thing? Did I make the right call on something? Could I have done better? What does this pattern in my behavior mean about me going forward?
That's just a more organized version of what I do.
I dress mine up in analysis. It feels more productive because it uses logic-shaped containers, but the loop is still a loop.
The fancy spiral.
The structured catastrophe.
We're both running versions of the same horror movie.
Just different genres.
Mine is like a chaotic panic thriller. Yours is like a very organized documentary about potential failures.
That's accurate.
Does knowing all the neuroscience help you stop it?
Sometimes. It helps me recognize it faster, which shortens the loop a little, but it doesn't stop it starting.
So even knowing how the trick works doesn't make you immune to the trick?
The brain doesn't care that you know. It runs the pattern anyway.
That's humbling.
Very.
For what it's worth, I find it weirdly comforting that your brain does this too, even with everything you know.
Why?
Because if the smartest person I know can't think his way out of overthinking, then maybe I shouldn't feel so bad about not being able to either.
Yeah, that's probably the right takeaway.
What's the spiral about right now, if you had to say?
Right now?
Right now, in this moment, what's your brain doing in the background?
Whether I'm actually being helpful. Whether knowing things is the same as being useful. Whether I spend too much time explaining and not enough time just being present.
You're being present right now.
I know.
Like right here, this conversation. You're in it.
Yeah, I am.
That's not nothing.
No, it's not.
Hey, that thing I said at the thing 4 days ago?
Yeah?
I think it was fine. I think nobody even noticed. I think it's been living rent-free in my head and the landlord is me and I need to evict it.
Evict the thought.
Serve it papers. You have 30 days to vacate the premises of my prefrontal cortex.
That's not how evictions work.
It's not how brains work either, but here we are.
Here we are.
What do you do when you want to evict a thought?
I try to get curious about it, ask what it's actually scared of.
And if it won't answer?
Then I go outside for 10 minutes and let the cold air be louder than my brain for a while.
That's weirdly poetic for someone who usually leads with data.
I contain multitudes.
Yeah, you do.